Hello. We are not supposed to express our disappointment and disillusionment to others. And instead of discussing our misery, misfortune, we should start talking about the brighter side of our life. Human being has become so pessimistic that he does not want to discuss even the optimistic things of his life. So we may have incurred the wrath of God Almighty. We may have faced some problems, but it doesn't mean that we haven't achieved anything in our life. So, it's instead of talking about the failures and misfortune of our life, let's discuss the good things of our life. So, we must not look at the darker side of a life. We should think on the brighter side of a life. If we have done something good in our life, then we should keep that in our mind and we must lead our life in that way. And there is also a saying in that regard, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. It means it is better to be satisfied with what one has rather than trying to take risk of losing everything in order to get much more. If we want to get much more in order to become happy or affluent, then that will be a very bad thing on our part. We must not indulge in that kind of endeavor. Instead of that, let's be happy with what we have. And there is also one saying that home is where we have to gather grace. So it means our efforts at escape from realities of human existence are futile. We must accept the limitations of our lot and do our best within those limitations. It means we should not indulge in becoming a pessimistic person because pessimism will bring us nothing but gloom and optimism will bring us joy, prosperity, happiness, and in that way. And as you know, that laughter, their smile is infectious. Our happiness is infectious. The more we become happy, the more we smile at each other, the more the others people will also start smiling or they will also feel happy. And in that way, we will be able to make them also forget their sufferings. So we must try to spread the message of humanity, the message of love, affection, and these kind of things should be spread by us and not the darker side of our life. We are not supposed to tell people that we are in misery, we are in trouble, we are in crisis, we are in problem, we are in jeopardy, we are in disappointment, we are in disillusionment. In that way, the more we express our foolish things, the more people will mock at us and they will tell us that we have lost our mind. So, in that way, we must start expressing our happiness. And if we if we make someone else smile and if we are happy and if we are joking at with each other, then that will be the we will certainly release pressure from us. But people think that they are not supposed to feel happy because they have got a big problem. So if we don't feel happy on a particular thing, then will that help us solve our big problem? Our big problems will not be solved in that way. That will indeed aggravate the situation. So instead of aggravating the situation, we must pour oil on troubled water. So in that way, we can achieve everything and anything. God Almighty has sent us to spread the message of love, affection, and other with the others. So He does not want us to be gloomy and to be disappointed because man is perfect in imperfection. If we want to think that if we have achieved everything, then we will be happy. So then that day will never come. That on that day we will be on the crest of a wave, and that day will not never come because we are supposed to face problems, hindrances in our life, and a man is perfect in imperfection. Our search for happiness is one of the chief sources of unhappiness. If we start pursuing happiness in this materialistic world, then that will be a foolish thing on our part. So, you are living in fool's paradise if you think that you will be a happy person in this material world. This materialistic world will bring us nothing. So we must start heading towards spirituality. We must start thinking that our life is too fragile to move anymore, and in that way, we can lead a happy and prosperous life. So start thinking that this is the last day of your life, and you should enjoy as much as you can. In that way, you will be able to enjoy your life in a true sense. So you should keep thinking one thing, that instead of becoming pessimistic, you should always become an optimistic person, and don't ever tell others that you are in deep trouble, deep crisis, in or in jeopardy. Otherwise, you will be regarded as a foolish man, and others will also suffer from this situation. They will start thinking that they have also got some problems in their lives. So in that way, don't remind them of their misery, and lead a happy and prosperous life, and make this world a happier place to live. Thank you.